Today on Rappler, Corona lawyers say the Chief Justice owns only $3 or $4 accounts, not 82. A phone call from President Aquino stops a group of anti-China activists from going to Scarborough Shoal. And Jessica Sanchez makes it to the finals of American Idol with the other remaining contender, Phillip Phillips. Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. We promise uncompromised journalism that hopefully inspires smart conversations and ignites a thirst for change. Philippine President Benigno Aquino tells protesters to abort plans to sail Friday, May 18th to a disputed South China Sea shoal also claimed by China. About 20 protesters plan to sail from the northern town of Masinloc to Scarborough Shoal. The group is led by former Philippine Marine officer Nicanor Faldon. Faldon says he received a call from the president requesting the postponement of this voyage. He consulted the group and they agreed to concur, quote, with the wisdom of the government. Faldon says the group started loading their equipment onto 2 fishing boats Friday when he received the phone call from the president. Faldon quotes the president saying he believes a postponement may do better for the resolution of this dispute. The Philippines says the shoal is well within its 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. China and the Philippines stationed ships in the area since mid-April, when a Chinese vessel prevented a Philippine Navy ship from arresting Chinese fishermen. Both countries imposed separate fishing bans around the shoal, face-saving moves, observers say, that allow both claimants to back away from the rope. Faldon has served time in prison and was discharged from the Philippine Marines for a 2003 coup attempt, but was granted amnesty last year. The group, which holds the right to drill and explore gas deposits at Recto Bank, is on the lookout for foreign partners. Manuel V. Pangilinan, chair of Forum Energy, which controls the Recto Bank consortium, says it is, quote, critical they find a foreign partner with technical expertise and deep pockets. It's important, if not critical, for us to partner one or more than one international oil companies. We recognize that we cannot do this on our own. Pangilinan admits that he met with officials of state-owned China National Offshore Oil Corporation in the middle of an ongoing territorial conflict between the governments of the Philippines and China. Forum Energy officials say aside from the Chinese, American and European companies express interest in a partnership. The vote in the impeachment trial can go either way. That's the safe forecast from the son of the impeachment court's presiding officer, Cagayan Representative Juan Ponce, Jackie Enrile Jr.
Wala pang numero nung nababasa ko sa ngayon po base doon, huwag na lang po tanongin sa akin, base doon sa pag-iisip ko, yung sure na alam ko na medyo for conviction nasa 13. Yung for acquittal, nasa 7. Yung base sa basa ko,
A 2/3 vote, or 16 out of 23, is required to convict Corona. Jackie Enrile adds neither side has the numbers yet. He also believes the trial will be decided by swing votes. Representative Enrile Jr. signed the impeachment complaint against Chief Justice Corona, but he maintains his father doesn't necessarily share his opinions.
Hindi po ako gagawa ng maski anong hakbang to sway or influence my father's decision. Pagdating ng araw na siya ay magdesisyon. At alam ko kahit anong gawin ko at anong sabihin ko, hindi ako papakinggan ng aking father, I think.
Representative Enrile is preparing for his senatorial bid in the 2013 elections. He will use the slogan, "Gusto ko everybody happy," which is very similar to his father's, "Gusto ko happy ka." Counsels of Chief Justice Renato Corona say $82 accounts? Try more like 4. Just like the list of 45 properties allegedly owned by Corona, which the defense claims they narrowed down to 5, the defense says Corona's dollar accounts are only 3 or 4, something Corona himself will prove, they say, when he takes the witness stand on Tuesday, May 22. The prosecution says tracing the source of Chief Justice Corona's alleged multi-million-dollar deposits is beyond the impeachment court's responsibility. But spokesmen say they find it an intriguing question. Sunny Angara notes the testimony of Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales opened, quote, a proverbial gold mine. Based on the records of the Anti-Money Laundering Council, Morales notes heavy transactions during the 2007 and 2010 elections and the week after Corona's impeachment. He adds, quote, there are source accounts. It can be tracked in the banking system.
It's a proverbial gold mine, ready to be mined by investigative journalists. May source accounts yun eh. May pinanggalingan po yung natatrack po yan sa banking system natin. But for our purposes, palagay namin labas na yun sa aming responsibilidad dito sa impeachment court.
Lopez Clan patriarch Oscar Lopez says the Aquino government's effort to fight corruption is not enough if it's not coupled with economic growth. Lopez notes the Philippines' economic growth slowed to 3.6% in 2011 from 7.6% in 2010. Officials of the Aquino government say this is because of global conditions, but critics say underspending helped drag performance down. Lopez believes the position of the administration against corruption is good, but it has to do more to grow the economy.
Concentrating on anti-corruption, well, it's good, it's very necessary. But we have to go beyond that. I hope, well, he can get the economy going much faster in the years to come. Corruption, fighting corruption is good, but it's not enough.
Facebook goes down in history as the highest ever share offering for a technology firm, raising $16 billion US. Facebook stock is priced at $38 per share in the initial public offering. It will begin trading Friday, May 18th under the symbol FB on the NASDAQ. Investors are scrambling to get a piece of the world's biggest social network, which started as a Harvard dormitory project in 2004. Now it has more than 900 million members. At a valuation of $104 billion, Facebook is among the most valuable U.S. firms, behind Google and Apple, but ahead of sector giants Amazon and Cisco, and more than twice the value of Ford Motor Company. Under the share plan, co-founder Mark Zuckerberg will hold 55.8% of the voting power and 18.4% of the value of Facebook. Brokers say Facebook faces challenges, including how to make money from its growing base of mobile users. Silicon Valley entrepreneur Diosdado Banatao says Instagram's and Facebook's valuation doesn't represent a tech bubble.
It's a bubble. I think this is slightly more realistic, although...
Wow, you were in a great part of the bubble though. Sorry, this is
Yeah.
more realistic. Why?
Well, because we've been tested in the past, and while there are, at least in Silicon Valley, there are a group of constituents there that says this is a little bit more bubblier than what it should be.
Many call Banatao the most successful Filipino in Silicon Valley, where he worked for 10 years before starting his own company. His technological innovations include developing the first single-chip 16-bit microprocessor-based calculator and a lot of other innovations, making people estimate that at least 30% of what you use on your computer today was developed by Banatao and his companies. Well, let's now look at Rappler's WAP for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 7, bacteria as alien life? Well, that's what scientists are saying after they discovered bacteria living in 86-million-year-old red clay under the ocean floor. Biologists in Denmark found these microscopic organisms living on minimal energy 100 feet or 30 meters below the ocean floor in the Pacific Ocean. At number 8, NASA's Kepler telescope studies star superflares, which are colossal explosions of magnetic energy. These can destroy the atmosphere of nearby planets, killing life there. Good news for us, superflares happen less frequently on stars like our Sun, which rotate more slowly than others. At number 9, Queen of Disco Donna Summer dies of lung cancer at 63. Some reports say she believed the cancer started after she inhaled toxic particles after 9/11. A 5-time Grammy winner, her songs live on. Hot Stuff, Love to Love You Baby, and Last Dance among them. Finally, at number 10, if you've got a sweet tooth, be careful. A recent experiment shows a high sugar diet over the long term can damage the brain's ability to remember and learn. Researchers at UCLA's David Geffen School of Medicine try to determine how a high fructose diet affects memory, learning, and problem solving. So check the package labels of your soda, cookies, condiments, and sauces. To see the full wrap, visit www.rappler.com. Well, have you ever wanted a car that won't sink when you drive straight into the water? That's exactly what the Sea Lion is. Billed as the world's fastest amphibious vehicle, it can go as fast as 180 miles per hour on land and 60 miles per hour on water. It's a top contender in the unofficial Amphibious World Speed Record competition. The designer and manufacturer is auctioning the car online. The asking price is more than $250,000. Singing songs by Mariah Carey, Aerosmith, and the Jackson 5, Jessica Sanchez makes it to the final 2 and will compete in next week's American Idol Season 11 finale. The 16-year-old is the first contestant with Filipino roots who has made it this far. Sanchez will face off against the guitar-strumming Phillip Phillips, who has never been in the bottom 3. Vocal powerhouse Joshua Ledette was booted out of the competition for the lowest number of votes in this week's elimination night. Sanchez is the first Idol contestant saved by the judges to reach the show's finale. The fertility dance of Obando. To some, it's almost a pagan ritual. To others, it's miraculous. Catherine Visconti reports on the power of faith and prayer.
In the predominantly Catholic Philippines, many believe the answer to infertility lies in the church. A yearly dance ritual brings hundreds of hopeful couples to Obando, Bulacan. They sway, hoping to be blessed with a child. Norjay has a low sperm count, and his wife Jennifer has polycystic ovaries. They've been trying to have a baby for 6 years.
It's about time to have a baby. They say if you ask Saint Pascual to have a baby boy, he will grant it. If you want a girl, you just ask Saint Clare.
Rich and poor alike say patron saints can help select the sex of a baby. After Ray Lazaro's firstborn, he tried for 15 years to have another child. He prayed to Santa Clara and now thanks her every year for his daughter. The ritual has become a part of these Filipino families. Juanita passed the tradition down to her daughter and her daughter's daughters. She says the entire family has trouble conceiving. It took her 8 years to have her first daughter.
Meron pa nga ako yung isang kamag-anak ko, 18 years hindi nagkaanak. Nung dito lang, manalangin lang dito, naging 2 anak. Hindi.
Each year, thousands of Filipinos pray to patron saints for miracles. As a nursing student, Kathy respects not only science, but the miracle of creating a new life.
Nagdasal na din talaga kami. Tapos dumating nga yung time na naging critical yung baby ko. So doon talaga mas naging strong yung faith namin. Na yun nga binigay yung baby namin. Tapos actually sobrang dami ng pinagdaanan namin. Pero hindi kami pinabayaan ni God. Talagang pray lang ng pray. Tapos actually may mga kasabay din kami na premature din. Pero hindi nag-survive siya. 6 months lang. Pero sabi ko na talagang binigay ni God siya sa amin. Dahil pinagdasal din namin, pinagpagdala namin. So faith talaga.
Catherine Visconti, Rappler, Bulacan.
That's Rappler's Newscast for today, Friday, May 18th, 2012. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.
News.